everyone, welcome back to Peekaboo's journey. It's been just over 2 weeks since we adopted Peekaboo, and she's been doing really well. The first week was a little bit tricky because of her potty training. She was peeing a lot in random places. She peed on her warming mat twice. Good thing this thing is removable, so I had to wash it twice. She peed on this thing twice. Good thing I had it lined though with some pee pads. But I got this really good spray to deodorize, and I only had to use it a couple of times in the spots that she peed in, and she has not peed anywhere that she wasn't supposed to for about 3 days now. So I'm so happy. The poop is a different story. Her poop pellets are kind of everywhere, which is fine. They're dry and clean and they have no smell, but her cecotropes are kind of a different story. So I didn't know that bunnies had another form of poop. They excrete, but they're supposed to eat them. I've only seen her eat them once, but just like a little bit, and then like she leaves the rest of them just lying around everywhere. Oh my goodness. It's a little bit worrying, and I know that they're supposed to eat them. So like I did a bunch of research. Eventually when they get older they will. Others saying that they have to eat them or they'll get really sick. And I came across another source that said that bunnies get a lot of the nutrients they need from their pellets. So overall I'm just not worried. Like she's eating really well and she's digesting very well, so
I think everything is fine.
So I made the mistake of making her space really big at first, and of course she was just peeing and pooing everywhere, so every day we kind of had to make her space smaller and smaller, and she was peeing on items that I had to just keep pulling out. So one by one I was pulling out little hidey houses and things, and then I did a bit more research and I found this one video where somebody said that for the first little bit you should have no carpet, just like hardwood, and then like just their litter box area, like keep it small so that they get the point that that's the area they're supposed to go. But I felt really bad though because she was slipping and sliding everywhere and couldn't really get around. She got the message pretty fast, and we were so happy to finally open up the space. There was this carpet that I had gotten that really stunk, and I tried everything to make it not stink, but we finally got it to a point where it was smelling pretty good, so we got to put it in her room and open up the space, and she really loved it. And I bought this really awesome hallway runner. It's like a really long rug, about 16 feet I think. And I didn't know this before, but bunnies do these things called Zoomies and Binkies, and they're like the best. They just run around and then they jump in the air and they shoot their feet out. So I thought I have to get her one of these hallway runners so she can do that. And immediately, like when we put it down the next morning, she started doing all these Zoomies and Binkies. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh, good one. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Give us a pinky. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Peekaboo, what are you doing? Oh my god. She's loving it. It was so cute. I'm so glad that I did that. And because we want to free roam her, we got this carpet here in the living area next to the dining room, and I got her these little mats so that we can kind of connect the hallway to this area. And I also got her a second litter box because she peed in the corner here twice. And thank God for my amazing wet vacuum, my little Bissell. It completely got it out. And also I used that deodorizing spray for urine, and it worked really, really well. I had to lay a pee pad for a few days until the second litter box came, but yeah, she's using them both. So at night we put like this little gate so she has at least the hallway at night, but we don't open it up to the rest of the house. She only gets to come to the rest of the house when she's being supervised. So yeah, we're really loving our routine. We wake up between 6 and 7. We feed her pellets, about 1/8 of a cup in the morning of her pellets, and then she comes through the hallway and she does a bunch of binkies over here. Here she goes. And then she gets tired and she basically sleeps all day. But there have been days when midday she'll wake up and do a bunch of binkies, and like I'm just so relieved that she's happy. And she's done all of those behaviors that bunnies do when they're really happy, like sprawling and flopping. She did it. We're just so happy that she's showing all the signs of being happy. What else? So let's go have a look at all the new upgrades and changes. Okay, so here is where I was just sitting, our living area. Well, we also have another living area. This is just behind it, I guess. Then here is the second litter box that I got for her because she did pee in that corner. I really like this one because the opening is a lot bigger, and I guess it's for cats. And yeah, when we have guests, we're just going to switch these out, take this out, and then turn that around so that you can't see the entrance. And then we're gonna put another chair over there. And then she will go behind the fence or in her room. So here's another air purifier. I'm just putting there right now because these mats that I just got kind of stink, but normally it would go over there. These mats are like kitchen mats, but I thought they were narrow enough and perfect just to be a kind of a connector for the hallway. She will stay on this carpet and not really venture off of it. She has a couple times, but she just can't grip the floor, so she immediately comes back to the carpet.
Anyways.
So this is a little gate that I got. We basically just close this gate at night, so at least she has a bit more space, and then we'll leave her room open. And the first time we got this, she was able to squeeze right through one of these spaces, but I think she's grown since then because she hasn't tried it again, so that's good. And this is the hallway where she does a lot of Binkies and Zoomies. And I just laid down my yoga mats for now to connect the rest of the space, but I think I'll get more kitchen mats. So here we are. Hey, Peekaboo. It's kind of daytime, so she's kind of sleepy right now. So here's the space. I kind of rearranged some stuff. Here's her litter box. So she doesn't like to eat out of her hay bag, so I got this tray and she just eats all her hay in there. And I cut off a piece of just an old table mat, and I just used some double-sided tape to stick that there because her paws are still too small and they slip right through these holes, so at least she has somewhere that she can stand on. She also doesn't like to eat the hay right out of here. She'll like pull it out and then eat it there, so that's another reason why I put this down, because otherwise it'll all just fall right through and go to waste. So yeah, I really love this litter box. It's much more spacious for her, and it also fit just perfectly inside to allow me to close this completely. Okay, so I also got her this really nice mat. It's an Easter mat, and I just cut a slit so that it would fit in the dividing area. And then up on top I have her bedding and her hay. I moved the air purifier up here. So I also realized I am allergic to Timothy hay, so I got her these instead. These are Oxbow stacks, and they're just a lot less dust. So I've been breaking pieces off of that, and she's been liking it, but she is obsessed with her alfalfa hay and her alfalfa pellets. But the breeder told me not to give her too much alfalfa hay, just to give her it as like a treat. So I kind of give it to her just like at night when we are going to bed. I sprinkle it kind of like on the carpet and in the hallway, and she kind of has something to do when it's bedtime. There she is. Hey, Peekaboo. So I also made her one of these flop beds. I'm really handy with the sewing machine. I actually made waterproof pillowcases that you could like slide right in and everything, and a really cute fabric. And I also made the back like non-slip. But she chewed it up. Hello. Enjoying your hay? So the breeder gave us this beautiful bag of treats. It's by Bee Bunny, and it's got dried carrot and oat grass and dandelion leaves and rose petals, although she doesn't really love the rose petals that much. But I think I'm gonna get some more because it's really, really nice. And I like to just sprinkle it around her room and in the hallway just before bed, so she has something to do when we're sleeping, and she really loves that. This is the awesome urine destroying spray, Scout's Honor. It smells kind of bad, but I just put her in the hallway and I blast the air purifier and I open all the windows and I just let it air out for about 30 minutes. But I haven't needed it for like 4 days now because she is doing really, really well, and she hasn't peed anywhere but her litter boxes, so I'm so happy. And I also got this brush, grooming brush. I guess it's meant for cats, but the girl at the pet store said it was good for short-haired bunnies, and it's been working okay. I originally only just got this to get her used to grooming because she doesn't really need it right now. The one that I really want to get is the hair buster that everybody is talking about, but unfortunately, I did have it in my Amazon shopping cart, but I deleted it by accident, and then suddenly it just jumped to $50. So I'm waiting it to go back down to where it was, which was around $14. Like, wow, what a difference. Okay, so that's all I wanted to share today. If any of you guys have any tips or advice for me on what else I can do to improve Peekaboo's journey, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
This is impossible.